You both described the presumptive Republican nominee, Representative Nancy Mace, as too chaotic for Washington. You referred to her just a few minutes ago, Mr. Moore, as extreme, and said that she's not focused on the low country. But a recent Emerson College Next Star poll shows that Nancy Mace is still the favored candidate among likely Republican primary voters. Mr. DeFord, what are the three biggest issues Representative Mace has failed to address, in your opinion, during her first two terms? You have 60 seconds to respond.
I'm not really sure what she has addressed for our district, to be honest. And while she may be leading in her polls, there are almost an equally amount of undecided voters in that race. So I think that there's still a lot of folks out there that are not too sure about Nancy Mace within the Republican primary, but she has failed in many ways to address issues related to infrastructure here in this district. Nancy Mace did not vote for the bipartisan infrastructure bill, but when millions of dollars came into our district, who showed up to take credit? It was Nancy Mace. Nancy Mace also votes against women at every single turn. She voted against the Violence Against Women Act. She voted against the Paycheck Fairness Act, which would have helped close the gap within the pay disparity amongst genders in this country, where women make about 84 cents on the dollar to men. So there are a lot of ways in which she has fell short, and I think that that's very evident by the fact that you have so many bipartisan voters that are willing to vote Democrat even if they're not Democrats.
Mr. Moore, the same question to you. What are the three biggest issues U.S. Representative Nancy Mace has failed to address, in your opinion, during her first two terms in office? You have 1 minute.
Well, look, I think the issue of women's reproductive freedom is a serious one. She plays so many games with that. A year ago, I sort of with humor asked the question, who is the real Nancy Mace? Is it the one who, chides her party, who critiques her party on this issue, or is it the one who voted for a 6-week abortion ban? People don't know. So I think women's reproductive freedom is one issue. I think, look, the environment, again, is going to requires, frankly, lots of attention and energy, and it's her job to marshal support in Washington to get money down here to support that. I think that's an issue. And then I would say jobs. As we mentioned earlier in the debate, people are suffering. People are still trying to get their legs underneath them post-COVID with housing costs and with healthcare costs and with childcare costs. I mean, people are struggling, and they need their representative to be working for them.
So, Mr. Moore, I have a follow-up for you. In 60 seconds, describe what you would do differently.
I would do everything differently. I mean, on women's reproductive freedom, I would vote to codify Roe. In terms of jobs and the economy, I would do a whole host of things to try to create a more inclusive economy where more people have a better opportunity to take advantage of their skills and hard work. On the environment, I would encourage our president to make the kind of bold investments in the economy like we did with the Inflation Reduction Act. I would also encourage local jurisdictions to do the kinds of things that they need to do to support themselves. On education, I've not heard much of anything from people on the right. 90% of our children go to public schools. We've got to deliver consistently high-performing education to our kids. We fail them otherwise. So there's a whole host of issues that I would strongly advocate. And I think even broader, the issue of just having a representative who actually wants to represent the 1st Congressional District, is not thinking about other things, but wants to have the back of folks here. I think that's an important issue.
Thanks for your response. Mr. DeFord, what would you do differently? You have 60 seconds to respond.
Thank you for the question. The first thing I would do is show up. I've been to a lot of communities here in the 1st Congressional District where I asked them, when was the last time Nancy Mace came out and talked to you? Crickets. We need representatives that are going to show up and actually tackle the issues of our time. We have to get serious about the impacts of climate change, both with implementing short-term protective measures such as flood mitigation infrastructure, beach renourishment projects that will protect our environment, but also making sure that we're addressing other issues like housing, for example. I've not seen Nancy Mace introduce any bill to alleviate the housing crisis in this district. And then lastly, I'll say we have a fairly significant problem with gun violence in this state and in the 1st Congressional District. And Nancy Mace has voted against any sensible gun reform legislation that would keep our community safer. So we need a voice that is going to speak on behalf of all people here in the Low Country and who's actually going to show up.
Thank you.